Hey guys, it's your boy Yort here, back with my training journal for this week. Some big news, I did get to do my test today. That's why I'm wearing these fancy clothes here. My formal gi, my formal hakama. You can't see them, but they are striped. I have a video of them I'll have going so you can see the front and the back of how they look. But I look sharp. I did my test today. Before we get off into the rest of the thing, if you just want to hear about how I did, I passed my test. I'm going to move on to Yondan. I was Sandan, which is third step, and now I'm Yondan, which is fourth step. Hopefully, we'll have testing again next March, so I can get Godan, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm happy just to get this test. Also, today's sponsor is, as always, my sponsor and yours, H2O, the most important sponsor that we all have. Drink it up. I know you need some, as well as I do. So getting onto it, I just got home from my test, so I'm still a little fresh from the experience I had, and I didn't mess up my test. I didn't fail. Like I said, I passed, but I did a dumb because we were using my phone to record the tests, or we had 3 cameras, but we used mine as a backup. But first off, I showed y'all the clothes, but I do want to get off into them because they are important. They have kamon on them, which are specifically meant for this, not specifically meant for this school of EI, but they indicate formal. Here they are. They indicate formal clothes, and they're going to be 1, 2, and then there's on the back of this sleeve, on the back of this sleeve, and in the center of my back there's another, so there's 5 in total. But that's a formal top. There's even more formal top that has a nice little haori in the middle. It's like a little white cotton ball with clips that hook into either sides that drape over for a very, very formal look. But the hakama, now I want to start this off by saying there's no, at least in our system of EI, there's no formal like rank designation. I mean, there are ranks, but at least through clothing, there's nothing that is like there's no belt system. There's no, you start at white belt, you move on to, I don't know how the belt system works. Yellow, red, blue, I don't know. But you don't progress like that. We do have certain articles of clothing you can only wear past a certain point. So everyone will have a gi, everyone will have hakama, but there are certain colors you can't wear. Like if you are tabi, which are certain socks, they can be suede, they can be cotton, they can be all different kinds of materials. But if you are below hachidan, which is 8 dan, if you're below 8 dan, you can't wear white tabi because that's reserved for only hachidan and up. So if you see someone with white tabi on, they have to be that rank minimum. Same thing with the striped hakama. You can start wearing them past sandan or at sandan, but you don't have to. But it's kind of expected, especially for formal occasions. So if you see someone with striped hakama, that they're probably at least sandan. They're at least 3rd rank. So, also, one more that I know is, so the cord that's attached to the saya right here, this thing that's blue on mine, you can't have, I think it's a white or a gold one until you're hachidan or higher, I think. I know you can't, I don't know about white, but I'm pretty sure you can't do gold or a yellow color. You can't have it, but that's just another small one. Now, other than that, there's not really any there's no delineation about like certain color tops or certain, I guess the striped hakama is one, but you don't have to. You can just have a black hakama and you'd be fine. But that's what I have on for these clothes, and quite like them. Quite flowy. I wish It's kind of something I wish would happen. Like, in Star Wars, everyone's wearing, like, well, at least the Jedi, the smart people, they're wearing robes. They're going around, nice and flowy. Like, that's the kind of clothing we should wear. Like this is comfortable. I don't like wearing jeans and a t-shirt all day. I look weird. But, so we got there to start the test around, like, 1 o'clock. Setting up. We did a dry run a couple times to show the people from outside schools who are coming to test with us. Show them the pattern, show where to walk, show, what's going to be said to you, when to say things so you don't do it out of order. Really easy, really easy. And as we were doing this dry run, as we were going through all this stuff, I started thinking back to when I first did it, when I first started getting into all this and testing, and I was so nervous. I wanted to look good. I wanted to do everything right, and I didn't want to mess up. And, how shaky I would be, how, freaked out. And as I was going through it, I was like, I don't need to worry about how stressed out they're getting, getting their first rank, because I don't need to go through all that again. But I need to focus on myself, which helped kind of ease the pressure, because I stopped kind of receiving their energy, even though they weren't projecting it onto me. I was just like, don't got to think about that. There's nothing I need to be nervous about. There's nothing I need to be thinking about. Wow. There's nothing I need to be, really concerned about. And I had my phone up in the back on the tripod, and I turned it on airplane mode, turned off all the sound, turned off the volume. I did everything I could. And as I'm finishing up my test, as I'm finishing going through all of them, I'm walking back into place, and I have an alarm that goes off daily to remind me. And as I'm walking back, I start to hear that alarm. I start to hear Snoop Dogg playing as I'm walking back, and that's when I started sweating. I started panicking, because I was like, the people in Japan who are going to watch this test really don't need to hear Snoop Dogg's Who Am I right now in the middle of our test. So I get back, I bow out, I sprint over to my camera, and like no one else has touched my camera at this point, which has just been demoralizing me the entire time. But I got it off, and then what was actually a really nice treat was that my sensei also got a test as well, which wasn't originally supposed to happen from what we knew. But cool, we got to watch her test, which is leagues above my own, and I was the highest ranked student there. But other than, it didn't blow my mind, but it freaked me out. My heart sank. I was like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. But life just comes at you. You can't help it. But other than that, I passed my test. I did well. I did good. I felt like I could have done a lot better. I always feel that way. But, it's over. It's out of my hands. And I passed, so. I know that I did say that I would do like a diet plan that I need to start focusing on starting this next week. But it has been really hectic, especially getting ready for this test and everything else going on. I still have a choreography job to happen. And my room is a mess. This whole place is falling apart, so no diet plan. Don't put that on me yet. We'll wait till next week. But yeah, it was a good time. So thanks for checking in with me. Thanks for checking on my test. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.